Welcome to Between Two Bookshelves. I'm Callie Rosser, and this is Dr. Swanson. First, can you introduce yourself, your name, field of study, and educational background?
Yep, I'm Dr. Scott Swanson. I teach in the exercise physiology major. I'm an associate professor, and I think my background's really easy because this is the first place that I had my first real adult job. I'm still here. I've been here for, depending on when you determine when I start, because I did part-time, I did visiting, and then I did full-time, so it's been 27 years.
Wow.
So I'm an old fart now.
You said how long you've been at ONU. What hobbies do you have outside of ONU?
Well, because I'm an exercise physiologist, I like the outdoors, I like activity, I like exercise. Have some step kids, so there's still a lot of sports that are involved with that. Have a stepdaughter that's at ONU now. That was swimming this year. I like Jeeps. I like to go off-road and Jeeping. I'm trying to think what else. Have 2 dogs, so there's a lot of walking involved in there. So
Exercise.
Yeah,
makes sense.
It's a lot of what we do, right? You want your doctor to be healthy, you want your exercise physiologist to be healthy.
Okay, so my one fun question is, what ice cream flavor do you think would best describe you and your personality, and why?
Oh, God. I can't say vanilla, can I? That'd
No,
be really
I don't
boring.
think that fits.
Not what I like, but what would describe me. Oh, God, I have to think about that. Let's come back to that. Let's circle around to that so I can think about it. You got another one?
I have one other question.
Good.
If you could be the main character in any movie, what movie would you choose? Because I know you like movies.
Okay. I want to be Fletch. That is an old movie, an old goofy movie. Just really weird, really 80s, Chevy Chase, just kind of goofy and funny, and he was a character that did good at the end.
Oh, good.
Happy-go-lucky guy that got into all these mishaps, but at the end kind of solved the crime. So I think I would do that. How about for ice cream? Can I go back to that?
Yeah, you can go back to ice cream.
Why don't it be pistachio?
Pistachio?
Yeah.
Why pistachio?
It's kind of fun. It's kind of different.
Okay.
There's not a lot of ice cream and desserts that are green.
That's true.
So it's a little different. A little nutty in there, I suppose. That's okay, but so something different, unique, I think that would kind of be it.
All right. Can you explain any research you do here and why you decided to study that?
My interests are a little bit in carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are pretty much what we all use for exercise. It's our main fuel source, our main source of energy. An increase in carbohydrates are going to increase your performance. So I like the nutritional aspect, I like the performance aspect, I like the fact that you can do something that's relatively simple and easy, just in terms of eating and eating correctly, and some of the supplements that you can do and really have a major impact on performance. So I think the joke in our department is I'm kind of the guy that likes all the aerobic stuff, and we've got everybody else that says muscles are also involved in things, and you'd probably agree with that. So I think it just kind of fits kind of what I've done in my life and kind of the interest. It's something that doesn't require a whole bunch of things in order to measure. You get to work with people, you get to work with athletes, you get to see them change, and you get to kind of give them an opportunity to maybe get better by doing one simple, easy thing. So it's really kind of fun, it's really kind of interesting.
Cool. My next question is, what is something about your work that not many people know about? It's like something we wouldn't expect from you.
I'm pretty an open book. There's a lot of boring stuff that goes along with being a professor.
I believe it.
So there's a lot of meetings, there's a lot of minutia and arguing about if it should be or and. I don't think that's very exciting, but I think there's always some stuff about the job that's just kind of mundane, that you just kind of do. So I think for you guys, you kind of see us in the classroom and think that's what we do the major part of the day or get involved with research, but there's all these other things that go along kind of at the university level that you're involved in, which a lot of times is incredibly interesting and sometimes a little bit frustrating, and You just want stuff to kind of move forward. So I think, we kind of joke that education is kind of like a train. It takes a lot to get it moving, and it takes a lot to change it and kind of slow it down. So I think it's just kind of the subtle things, that happen kind of outside of the classroom and outside of the lab that you guys may not necessarily be aware of.
So on the other end, what's like the thing you enjoy most about being a professor? Since you kind of talked about
This
right here.
I will always say the best part of my day is walking into a classroom. It's great being with you guys. I also joke, you guys are always 18 years old. Every year I come back and you guys are 18 and I'm a year older.
True.
Yeah, as we were talking beforehand, I think, there's a lot of things that maybe you guys didn't grow up with that we did that we can kind of talk about. But, I like the people I work with. I like the students. I like being in the classroom. I like the whole learning environment. I think every class for me is different, though you guys would probably think that you've been teaching the same stuff for 27 years. Really, what I find is, your class in testing and prescription is different than it was last year.
That's true.
And how you go about it and just kind of figuring your guys out. There are some classes that we remember that have been fantastic. You guys are a really fun class. There are some other classes that are just a little bit harder, that you struggle, and a lot of times, it's just there. But it's great to be with you guys in the classroom. It's great to be with the faculty and the other colleagues from across the campus. I still think this is very people-oriented, and I think it's, for me, a lot of life is about relationships. And having it with you guys, having it with the colleagues, I think is really exciting and really fun.
Nice. Okay, so my final question is, why ONU? Why did you choose to come here? What do you like about it?
Maybe why? How about why I stayed? Because this was this was supposed to be something temporary, right? Do part-time, see if I like it. Do visiting, see if I like it. Really, I think what made me stay is, and this is going back to '97, was there was a push for them to really get, now it's exercise physiology, but some sort of exercise science, exercise physiology, wellness kind of there. And really, I had an opportunity to come out of graduate school, right out of graduate school, and kind of start that whole program and develop it, and see it grow and see it change and see it morph and see the number of students that are interested in it go up and see the value at the university go up. I'm not sure I would have had that opportunity elsewhere. I had an opportunity to basically have the university say, okay, go, right? Start it, try it, we'll support you, and let's see what you can do. So it's been a fun 27 years to build, and it's been a fun 27 years to make sure that it's been a great program.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Now you do. This is why
now I do.
Right? That's why we're between two bookcases.
True. All right, that's all I have. So thank you for letting me ask you questions.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Can I turn that around?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's okay for our producers in the back there. So why ONU and why are you staying here? So you got to ask me that. I want to ask you that.
Okay, so I originally chose ONU because it's super small. So I came from a really small town, so I didn't want to go too big, overwhelm myself. And also I had the opportunity to play softball here, and I really enjoy softball. And then I stay because I love all the professors in the Ex-Phys department, first of all. I feel like I'm getting... I feel like I'm getting...
Right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Right,
I feel like I'm getting a really good education here, and I enjoy all my friends here. I love all the people. It's really small, close-knit, and not overwhelming for my small-town person.
What was a small town for you?
I graduated with 55 people, so...
Oh, that's tiny.
Pretty small, yeah. This was a big jump.
You consider this big?
From there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
good. You probably have the same sort of story that we hear from a lot of our students, right?
Yeah.
And I think maybe you and I have the same thing. It's very people-oriented.
it is.
Very personable,
Yes.
who you meet, and it's why you stay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, I guess we're done.
Yeah.